We could get out of town, see the beautiful on my mind.
Good morning, guys. Today is a slow day. The weather has changed. It's a bit colder, not that cold, but I can still be shirtless, so that's good, for me at least. Start sharpening the chains is something I wanted to do for a long time, which I did, but now I have the vise, which makes it easier, because before I would stick it between my legs and then try to sharpen them. You hear the dogs on the background, that's because they're hunting. It's hunting season for deer, I think now. In the summertime it was wild boars and now it's deer. First start with making a mark on one of the teeth so I know where I started. Then I'm gonna use this steel thing to sharpen them. I saw this in another YouTube video. I made this mark. I did it with a pencil so it's black so I can see the direction. And then on the other side you have how to hold it. They advise you to do it 4 times. Just slow and easy. Feels pretty sharp to me. That didn't take long. I'm gonna test this chain. I'll do it behind the barn because Odin is sleeping. I'll test it, see if it works. Then I know I've done a good job and then I'll do the other chains as well. There's like a big black ant nest in here. They were coming all out when I was sawing it. The chain is good. I'm gonna get this chain off and sharpen another one.
Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, won't see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a road and we'll drive a car. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday.
Chains have been sharpened. This one I'm taking down because it isn't healthy anymore. It's growing on concrete pieces and stuff like that. So you see all the metal growing in between it, and then it's growing on these concrete slabs. So I'd rather take this one down and then put another one in its place, another kind. How do you know that your chain is dull? When your chain is sharp, you should have these big shavings. When your chain is getting dull, of course it's gonna cut worse, but when you feel it, you might be, it's still sharp. When you get this fine dust, that means it needs to be sharpened.
We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Begin, bravo. Bravo.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. countryside is so pretty with the wind blowing in. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count. Come on now and take my hand.
Good morning. I'm gonna take care of this tree. This one that's home behind us. It's dry. I'm gonna take off the little branches and start cutting it for firewood. The steel. This is the part number. It's a little beast. It has done more than I should ask of it. The further I go, the more I go in the brambles. So I'll start clearing this up, bring it all down, where I have to chop it in little pieces. So that's another job. Now I have to do it manually, but someone is making me something that will help me with it. So hopefully soon, cross fingers, it will be ready and it will help me a lot on this domain because it's quite large, it's quite rugged. We haven't shown you much of it because it's impossible to show you much. So I'll need something to get around with and gather wood, because I don't want to cut too many living trees. There's a lot of dead wood around and I'd rather cut that down and chop that up and use that for burning than taking down big healthy trees.
Lucy has spotted something. Not sure what it is, but she's been sitting here for the past half hour. Might be mice. She brought one inside the house earlier to show us.
They're hunting again. Yesterday they were hunting. Those hunters I know a little bit. And they were going through our fields. They always ask permission. They're nice guys. I think now it's from the other village. They're hunting across the river. I've heard a few shots, so probably they have something. What I didn't know, the people that hunt here on our land, sometimes they give you meat from what they shoot. So that's a very nice thing. We already had some boar and we have some deer in the freezer that we have to make. This is gonna be tough, I think. This one has lots of knots in it from the branches, and it has been drying, so unless I'm mistaken, dry wood is harder than soft wood. Let's try another one. Jeez. Okay. This is not splitting. I'm not the biggest guy, so maybe I don't have enough force. It is nice and dry. One down, lots to go. I've done it before and it's not like this difficult. I think it's because it's really dry. I'll just bring them down as a whole and I'll see what I can do there. If anyone has any ideas how to split these, let me know.
Not a professional pizza maker here, so if I'm offending any chef or Italian out there, I'm sorry. Don't hesitate to give me any tips in the comments. I'm very eager to learn. This is it for me, and there's another pizza in the oven for Philippe, who doesn't like mushrooms. But, and now this is gonna offend at least somebody, he loves pineapple on his pizza, which actually is not bad, to be honest. A little more.
Tomorrow I'm gonna stack it here in the new barn next to the caravan, and maybe I'm gonna try again to split the little pieces. The big ones I'll need another solution, so if anybody knows how to split them, they're very hard to split with the axe I have, and it's a splitting axe, so growing more muscles is a solution, but that will take a while, so if you have a short-term solution, that would be better.
June? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi. See you in the morning. Chickens are safe.
Good afternoon. This morning I assembled the cabinet for in the living room. Now I just made a little place for the firewood I collected yesterday, so I'm gonna start stacking it. And the smaller ones, these ones, I'll see if I can split those. I asked somebody and he told me to use wedges on the bigger ones if they're too solid. So let's start stacking all these smaller ones and then let's see if we can break open the other ones. There's a lot of little oaks in between there, which doesn't make it easy. And the little oaks that are in the way, I'm gonna take out as well. We have more than enough oaks growing wild here, so they'll just have to get sacrificed to get through it. Because they're overgrown with brambles and everything. I'm hitting them anyway. The small ones will go. The bigger ones, I'm gonna be careful so I don't hit their base, so they can stay. Or if I want to do it in the future, relocate them if they're not growing too big. We'll get there eventually. It's just these brambles. I need some big, thick gloves so I can tear them apart as well.
Julie. Julie is ook een ding.
I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's a full plate. You will eat it.
Goodbye, Odin.
Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, won't see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car.
Kijk, eentje. Oh, de kleintjes, kijk.
Leave a little note and we'll drive
Kleinste,
real
dit is
far.
dat. Good.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand? Yeah, we only get one life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Good morning. I've been trying to split this spine, like I asked, with what I should do it, about a wedge. But it's already stuck. The spine with all the side branches in it, it's really tough to split, especially since it's dry. I think I'm just gonna cut it with the chainsaw. It will cost more than it will give me in heat when I burn it, but it's not like I have many pines on the property. This one was just laying down, so let's get started with the chainsaw and try to free this.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand? Yeah, we only get one life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty,